so good to be here. And let me ask you first, Arizona, do you love your freedom? I was pretty excited when John McCain called and asked if I would join him on the campaign trail for this part of his career. I couldn't wait to get part of that McCain-Palin team back together. And sometime, yep, we will just start kicking it back old school, and we'll start writing those notes on our hand again. And using the poor man's version of the teleprompter. I've done it all my life. McCain spent 5.5 years as a POW in efforts to defend our Constitution, which gives him the right to protest, but gives us the right to stand up and assemble today. Now, these issues that are at the heart of a conservative movement that is sweeping across this great country. What's going on here is a beautiful grassroots movement that's putting government back on the side of the people, and some are referring to this as the Tea Party movement, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful grassroots from the bottom-up movement. It's taking opportunities from our children, and he voted no. And when the president began to waver on Afghanistan, John knew that our men and women in uniform deserve better. He asked our president to please listen to those commanders on the ground, and eventually the president listened. John fought against that government takeover of 1/6 of our economy, and he told the president that, hey, transparency in the legislative process, it's got to be real, it's got to be a lot more than just another campaign promise that is to be broken, which Obama did break. And Obamacare, by the way, doesn't something tell you something's wrong if Fidel Castro comes out and says this is a good thing and we don't like it? Castro likes it. As a matter of fact, let me take the opportunity a little bit here to clear the air on what this BS is coming out of the lamestream media lately. With the accusation that it is a group like this that is inciting violence. When we talk about gearing up for a fight to take our country back, what we're talking about is taking up arms, meaning our vote, meaning being involved in contested primaries. Violence isn't the answer, and none of us here are going to condone any sort of violence in these pre-Senate. And ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor, my privilege to introduce to you your United States Senator, a true American hero, Senator John McCain.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sarah. Isn't she magnificent? Isn't she magnificent? Let me just mention to you something you may have seen. Look, in that 2,733-page monstrosity, and I did read every page, but I'll tell you, we're going to be finding out for a long, long time what this is doing to America. Let me just mention this morning's news. AT&T will take a $1 billion non-cash accounting charge. The charge is the largest disclosed ever. Earlier this week, AK Steel Company, Caterpillar, $100 million, Valero Energy, on and on. 3M said it'll take a $85 to $90 million charge. You know who's going to pay for that, my friends? The taxpayers of America and the users of... That's outrageous, and unfortunately, that's just the beginning of Obama. In the campaign said he would have C-SPAN cameras in, and he'd find out who's on the side of the American people and who's on the side of the pharmaceutical companies. We know who's on whose side. It's the smarmy, sleazy, behind the backroom deals that the American people don't want, and they want replaced and repeal and replace, repeal and replace. Protect the patients. They're doing that in the state of Texas, by the way. We could have you go protection. Good. We could have We could have, my friends, Americans be able to go across state lines and have the health insurance policy of their choice. We could reward wellness and fitness. We could treat those with pre-existing conditions by getting pools together so that insurance companies can bid on caring for them. We can expand the ability of small businesses, the generators of jobs in America, to move together and negotiate with the insurance companies. We can do all these things. That's why we've got to repeal and replace. Repeal and replace. Hell no.